Alright, ladies, and, well, those who are not female. I have a battle here again, as you might suspect. This time against Fulham again, and this is a guy I battle a lot of times. He's kind of become like the unofficial mascot slash comic relief character of my streams and occasionally YouTube videos. So he's actually a really good battler, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, this is a UU match, and we're both bringing some similar teams. I'm just going to go ahead and lead right off of my Hippo, as he leads with his circuitry, and yeah, that's what I thought to be a decent matchup for me, although he's going to carry the energy ball, which I probably should have realized. And that's going to hit me down all the way down to 25 HP, which is not good. I do get up my Stealth Rocks, but that is definitely not worth it. Hippowdon is going to have serious issues being able to heal with Slack Off against anything. I mean, it is a very bulky Pokemon, but it is extremely slow, and at this HP, even a physical hit could probably take it out at this point. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to lose it, though, because I do have a Alolan Persian with Z Parting Shot, which I can use to heal it. So, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just going to go out into my Celebi, and, yeah, I'm just going to get hit with the Hypnosis now, which is fantastic, and thankfully it's not a Z Hypnosis, so, that could have been even worse. And, unfortunately for me, he hits with it, and, that's really not good. Now, I could switch out. I mean, obviously with Natural Cure, I could have, with Natural Cure, I, could get rid of that. But I'm like, I'm going to stay in, see what he does. I don't think he can do that much damage to me. I was hoping he would just Volt Switch or something. But then he just Tail Glows. And now I know I'm pretty much screwed. This sucks. And I'm just getting destroyed by this Circuitry right now. Yeah, and there's nothing I can switch into that, will be able to take a hit from this thing. I mean, I guess I could have went into Hippo against that T-Bolt, but he has, Energy Ball as well. No matter what, it just... He could have just destroyed pretty much anything, so I'm like, well, that's just bad. I'm just going to go out into my Buzzwall now, and, yeah, he's going to go ahead and switch out. He's not a fool, and he's just going to go out into his own Hippo, which, yeah, we're both carrying Hippowdons, and, yeah, it's going to send up his own Sandstream. Neither of us really brought a Sandstorm team, mind you. It just happens to be that Hippowdon is our physical wall, and it is an excellent physical wall. In fact, I think I tend to not use it. I really do like Hippowdon. I used it a lot in Gen 4. If you guys recall, back when Sandstorm teams were like the thing. And I would probably use it more if it wasn't for Sandstream. I have a hard time fitting into my teams because I don't want it to hurt my team if I don't have a lot of Sandstorm immunities, but really it can fit. I mean, the Sandstorm is a mild inconvenience at most. So here I switch into Swampert, figuring it was a relatively safe play. He surprises me here with a Toxic, which is a pretty darn excellent, play there, just going for the Toxic instead of going for the Stealth Rocks or something, like I thought he'd do. And that Toxic is really going to hurt my Mega Swampert. I am going to go ahead and be able to Mega Evolve. I'm just going to go ahead and get off the Rain Dance, because after, a Rain Dance, Mega Swampert becomes immediately powerful because of, obviously, its Swift Swim, will double its speed, and its Stab Water moves are going to get boosted as well, due to the Rain boost, not to mention Mega Swampert having a monstrous attack stat, and I'm actually pretty confident that I can even murder this thing in the rain. Hippowdon obviously is one of the best physical walls in the game, but in the rain, I should be able to do some excellent damage here with Waterfall due to my massive attack stat, and obviously the rain boost and the stab, so I'm just going to go for it. He's going to, basically, he has to sack something, so he's just going to go into Xurkitree, which is a good play because his Xurkitree, I guess, is damaged. Yeah, so he's going to go right back into Baton to get the Sandstorm up, and here I actually make a pretty darn good play. I'm thinking, okay, what do? I could switch out Swampert, try to save for later, maybe try to get the, Z Parting Shot here, but instead I'm just going to go for the Rain Dance, and predicting that he's going to either Slack Off or Stealth Rock, and he does go for the Stealth Rock, which means I get one more kill on something, bish. That's right, it was a super ballsy play, because if he went for the Earthquake there, obviously I would have died. Instead, I'm going to be able to survive this Toxic Poison hit, and like I said, I'm going to be able to get one more kill, and he's going to go out into Zamazu. I wonder if that's a reference to Dragon Ball Super, but that looks nothing like Zamazu in Dragon Ball Super. I have no idea what that is. But it's an Alolan Muck, and it's freaking dead, so that's not too bad, and Swampert is going to go down as well. But it really kind of did its job. It got rid of some mons. Looking back on it, I probably should have tried to save Swampert for the Z Parting Shot instead of Hippowdon, because he actually had a pretty big weakness to Mega Swampert. Yeah, I probably should have tried to save it. And I didn't, though, and I am going to go for the Z parting shot now because I really want to get my Hippowdon back in. Basically because this Scizor just destroys me if I don't. I really do need to get a full health Hippo, and unfortunately, no matter what he goes for, he's probably going to be able to kill me at this point, so I need to go for that Z parting shot, which is a good time to use it, and just get my Hippowdon to full HP. Now, unfortunately for me, though, I don't carry Toxic on my Hippowdon. I carry Whirlwind on it, so, yeah, I prefer the phasing move, I guess. In this particular set, I have another set with Toxic, but I decided to bring the one that can phase, which puts me at a disadvantage against his Hippo, because obviously neither of us are going to be able to do much damage with our, physical Earthquake attacks against each other, and we can just slack off. He's going to get the edge here, because if he can get me poisoned, my Hippowdon obviously is going to be, more or less done. Well, I can't really stay in against it anymore, so he's going to go for the Toxic. I can't allow that to happen. I mean, if Hippowdon dies, I get swept, so I need to get something else to take, and I decided to go back into Garfield. I already kind of popped the Z parting shot, so that's really half of what this thing does. Now, obviously, it has other uses. I believe its only attacking move is Foul Play, but I also can Toxic, so I'm like, okay, if I can get his Hippowdon Toxic poisoned, at least that'll even the score, and that'll mean that he is going to have a hard time switching back in. So he is going to go for the Toxic again. I guess he was predicting a regular parting shot, and he wanted to just poison something else. Instead, he's going to go ahead and get poisoned himself, so that's not so bad. And here I decide to taunt. I'm going to stop him from being able to Toxic on the switch, and or slack off for that matter, so yeah, that's not too bad. And yeah, now I am going to go ahead and parting shot. Even if he switches, the thing he goes into will have minus attack and minus special attack, severely limiting its sweeping potential. If he stays with Hippowdon, I know for a fact he's just going to have to Earthquake. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and switch into Scizor. So I'm going to get the parting shot off on this. And being that I didn't see a Life Orb or Leftovers, I was actually thinking at the time that this thing was, that standard Choice Band Scizor. So, yeah, I'm just going to go into Buzzwole, thinking that, best he can probably do is U-turn. Instead, he's going to surprise me here. I'm not really sure the item he brought on Scizor. Oh, no, wait, he switches out. Okay, he's just going to switch out into Hippowdon, which is honestly a good move, as I just go for, I believe, a superpower. We'll get back to that later. That Scizor, I was under the impression was Choice Banded. I think you'll see in a little bit that it is not. So, yeah, I'm just going to go for that superpower. And unfortunately, it doesn't do nearly enough. Now, Buzzwole, this is a Scarf Buzzwole, so it's not, it doesn't have the extra power. But Superpower is a very powerful attack on it. And I was kind of hoping that I could, maybe get it down far enough that, with the Toxic Poison. No, not even close. This Hippowdon, it just shows you how bulky Hippowdon is to physical attacks. And yep, there's the slack off. And yeah, unfortunately, Hippowdon isn't getting hit by its own Sandstorm, obviously. So the first Toxic Poison every time it switches in is kind of negated due to his leftovers. So, yeah, that kind of sucks, and I really can't do anything anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch into my Persian again, and I pretty much do that kind of expecting to die, kind of expect him to Earthquake here, and he does. So, yeah, I'm going to lose my Persian. Sorry, Garfield. But yeah, he definitely has the advantage here, because he can wither down my team a lot faster than I can his. He has a bit more of a stall, bulky team than I do, so, yeah, I need to find a way to break through. So I'm just going to go back into Buzzwole. His Toxic Poison is starting to rack up, so it might be, he might want to switch out, but I decided to just go for the Ice Punch, thinking that he'll stay in. And, yeah, I get outplayed here yet again. He just goes right into Scizor. I don't not get the, freeze, which would have been hilarious, but no, I do have to switch out. No, I decided to go for the Ice Punch again. I have no idea why. Oh right, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, he's Choice Banded. Maybe he'll just U-turn, and then I can, Ice Punch whatever he switches into. No, he actually has Roost, and he can switch his move too. So, as you'll see here in a minute, he's going to be able to switch his move as I go to Raikou. And now I'm thinking, okay, maybe he has Roost randomly on his Choice Band set. So maybe he is locked into it. No, I was stupid to think. I have no idea what the item is on that Scizor. So, yeah, there's that. And he's going to absolutely cripple my Raikou switching out there with the U-turn. That was damage I could not afford to take. And, at the same time, I had to do something. I'm trying to get an advantage here somehow. He's going to go into his own Raikou. Thankfully, due to my Assault Vest, I'm going to be able to actually live that, although all I was doing was Volt Switching, hoping I'd win the Speed tie, and or that he'd do something. I don't even know why I did that. I don't really have a move to hit it. I mean, I did have I believe Ancient Century myself, and Hidden Power Ice, it's neutral, but whatever. Any switch, I'm gonna go into Buzzwole again, and I just need to get rid of this thing. I'm just gonna go for the Superpower. The attack boost is going to, the attack drop is going to be negated by Beast Boost, but obviously the defense boost will not. He's going to be able to get that switch in a Scizor, and with -1 defense, I do not want to take a Bullet Punch. I have to switch, and I'm going to just sack Raikou. I do that because in case he does go for the U-turn, he's not going to be able to get that switch out. Now he does make a fantastic play. Once again, Roosts. Yeah, I was just attacking off Raikou just in case, whatever. So yeah, in comes my Hippo again, because my Hippo is like the only thing left that can take any moves from this Scizor. In fact, pretty confident that unless I get Toxic Poison, I can win a one-on-one matchup with this guy. Just because of my massive defensive stats, and I'm just going to Whirlwind, though, predicting his switch into his own Hippo. Unfortunately, yeah, he didn't switch, he just got the damage on me, which is more or less pointless. It's kind of just, not really... It's completely negligible damage, but I was hoping that he would actually try to switch into his own Hippo, and then my Whirlwind would switch him back into Scizor for some Stealth Rock damage. So that sucks, and this thing is obviously capable of just slacking off now, as I just go back into Buzzwole. And instead he just goes for the Toxic. Oh, right, he's just going to Toxic. He wants to get that Toxic off. And I go into Buzzwole actually predicting the Toxic, because obviously he wants to get my Hip out on Toxic, because once he gets that done, I pretty much lose. I was predicting the Toxic here. There's really nothing I can do. I mean, Buzzwole's going to get one more turn, and with this Hippowdon at, like, below half health, I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I can knock it out, or something, but, or at least force it to switch back into Scizor. I'm just going to go for the Superpower. And, yeah, it doesn't quite KO the Scizor from full health. So, yeah, my Buzzwole's going to die, and my last Pokemon is my Hippowdon, and that means I'm pretty much screwed, unless he decides to go out to his Hippo right now, and maybe I'll crit an Earthquake, and then it dies to its own Toxic Poison, and then, no, I probably need to win a Speed Tie after that. Now, instead he just wisely sacks off his Scizor, so he can get that safe switch into his Hippo. He even crits there with a Bullet Punch, which really could have hurt, but I'm able to take out the Scizor, and, yeah, once again, he's just going to be able to go back into his own Hippo, and, yeah, I just have to just go for the Earthquake, hope that maybe the Toxic misses, and then I, win the Speed Tie, maybe get the 2-hit KO here with Earthquake, factoring in the Toxic. I actually thought it would be a safer play for him just to slack off. No, I guess maybe not, because then his Toxic Poison would rack up. Unfortunately for me, he does hit with that Toxic, and that's pretty much going to seal the deal. Now, I end up misclicking here. I could have actually, because I win the Speed Tie this turn, I could have actually probably killed his Hippo. But instead I misclick, and I don't actually hit Earthquake. I hit, I believe, what do I hit? I don't even remember. It doesn't really matter, because his last Pokemon is Aerodactyl, presumably Mega Aerodactyl, and I have no way to hit it, obviously, being my only attacking move is Earthquake, so I was doomed either way. Either way there, good game, Fulham, and, yeah, I'll get the next one, I swear. So, today's question of the day, as we've been asking your guys' favorite Pokemon of a given type. Today's question of the day is, what is your favorite ground Pokemon? And, yeah, ground is actually a pretty vast type. There's a lot of different, there's a lot of them. As for me, I guess my favorite would be either Rhyperior, or I always really liked Nidoking. Let's see, Steelix was always cool. It's hard for me to narrow it down from there, but it has to be one of those three, I would say. So leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time, I hope. Later.